What's up, Tumbos? It's your boy here, Triple Storm, and today we're going to be going over our week 7 challenges, guys. Right, guys, we're at week 7 now. The weeks are just flying by, and as usual, I've spent a little bit more time to make my weekly challenges guide a bit more in depth. So let's get right into it, guys. With first off with the free pass challenges, being the first one being deal damage to your opponent with pickaxe. The second one being land at different location stages. There's 3 stages of that, and then the final one is visit pirate camps. Now these ones are a bit straightforward. In terms of the one with dealing pickaxe damage, I haven't fully tested this one myself yet, but since the last update there are some challenges that you can do in the island where you guys can pretty much, if it has, like for example the challenge that came out previously where we had to pick up different rarity of weapons, you could do that on the island and then finish that up in game. I believe you should be able to do some pickaxe damage to your opponent from the island. However, if you test this and this doesn't work, I do recommend that you can do this in Team Rumble. If you land on an opponent, you can start dealing some damage with pickaxe, and if you do this, I believe 5 times, then you should have this challenge done. If not, I recommend you do this in duos or squads, where whenever you knock an opponent, you can go over them and you can start dealing that damage as well. So for the second challenge, which is visit different location stages, there's going to be 2 locations that you should visit. I believe the first one is visit Junction on the block. Now I would recommend you guys, if you guys are doing this, I recommend that you guys should stop at the racetrack first, grab a vehicle, and then from there you guys can go to Jung and then just make a U-turn and then visit the block. The second stage, which is visit Pleasant Park and the Steep Divot. For this one, I do recommend, again, atop the hill from Pleasant Park where the ballers are, I do recommend you stop there, pick up a vehicle, head to Pleasant Park, and then from Pleasant Park to the Steep Divot. And then the final stage, which is visit Happy Hamlet and Snobby Shores in a single match. Again, at Happy Hamlet, where the course is, which you guys completed in the previous week, you can just land there, pick up a baller, then go over to Happy Hamlet, and then you can just boost your way over to Snobby Shores. This is the best way to get this challenge done, aside from just pretty much running there or playing Team Rumble and respawning from one point to the other, which again, it's a good place for you to do. It's a good way for you guys to do these challenges in Team Rumble, seeing that you have the respawn, so if you fail, you can always just try again in the same match. And again, remember guys, if you guys do these challenges, you guys can always exit the game and then start a fresh game to get these challenges done. The only disadvantage is you don't get that extra experience that you would get for completing the actual match. And then of course the final version for this one is visit pirate camps. Now the pirate camps have been around, you guys know where they are. There's one close in the desert biome where Paradise is. There's also one close to where the volcano is, and there are a few of them scattered around the area. But if you guys are gonna do these challenges, I do recommend that you either first start where the one that is closest to where vehicles are, and then from there you can just pretty much move around to the map. So I'd say go to Pleasant Park first, and then from Pleasant Park atop the hill where you'd get the baller, you can just get that baller, and then you can head to the one that is behind Pleasant Park, and then from there you can use this vehicle to move around the map. Recommend Team Rumble for this. That way you guys can actually do the ones that are further from where the circle will fall, and then whenever you get these ones done and you do end up either dying to the storm or just basically hard resetting yourself, you can just get the other ones finished and you'll be done with this challenge. So that'll do it for the free pass, guys. And now let's do with our golden pass or the battle pass challenges, which is deal damage to players from above, search chests at Loot Lake or Snobby Shores, deal damage to opposing players while riding a zipline. There are different stages of that. Eliminate opponents in different named locations. Alright, so deal damage to players from above is pretty simple. You need either a You can use the driftboard. The driftboard is an amazing weapon to use, or you can use a quad crusher and boost your way to the skies. You guys know how to do that, and you can pretty much just deal some damage with this one. Or you can use the driftboard or the balloons. The balloons are a nice way to do this as well. You can deal damages from above. If not, I do recommend you guys using a rocket launcher in Team Rumble, which does a lot of damage, where if you fire this in a crowd of maybe 3 or 4 people, you can actually deal some significant damage there, and you can actually get this challenge done in pretty much one go. Now for the second one, which is Search Chest at Loot Lake and Snobby Shores, you can accompany these ones with any of the challenges where you would have to visit different named locations. So whenever you get there, you can search chests there as well, and then hop back into your vehicle and move on to the next one. As for deal damage to opposing players while riding a zipline, 2 stages. Now the first stage is to deal damage to opposing players while riding a zipline. That is the first stage, and then the next stage will be to deal damage to an opponent that is riding a zipline. So one of the stages is you riding on the zipline, while the other stage is somebody else riding on a zipline. So you can get this done. Sometimes there are people on the zipline along with you, so you can be dealing damage to them while you're riding the zipline, and then they're on the zipline as well, and you can get this challenge done pretty easy. So I think that should count as both of them at the same time, so you should get this challenge done pretty much at the same time. If not, I believe you should deal damage while you're on it first, and then deal damage to the person while the person is riding on the zipline along with you. And as for the final one, which is eliminate opponents in different named location, you have to do 5 different locations. So I recommend Team Rumble for this one. If not, I do recommend duos or squads, whereas you guys can pretty much just land, just select your spot and do your rotation. So you normally rotate in 2s. You can just rotate from one area to the second area. If you get 2 eliminations in that game, you start another game, you rotate from one area to the other area, and you make it to the end circle, then you'll get this one pretty much done, and that's about it. As for the secret star or banner, this week it's going to be a secret star, which is located based on where the loading screen tells us. It's going to be located where the wooden rabbit is. So you guys can just jump from the bus, hot jump, and then land to there. I wouldn't recommend doing this too much though, unless you're in Team Rumble, based on the fact that there will be a lot of people heading there who have completed their challenge, so this might pose a threat to you. So you might get pickaxed to death, and somebody might do their challenges there. But on the plus side, if you do end up encountering somebody there and you do, however, pickaxe them to death, you also get that pickaxe challenge done as well. So land on the wooden rabbit. I do recommend, I'm not sure exactly where on the rabbit it is, so land at the very top and then work your way down, and it should pop up whenever you go close to it. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the weekly challenges guide, people. Thank you for your patience, your time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you guys want to see previous weekly challenges that you guys haven't done yet, the video should be here at the end of this game, and also at the end of this video. And also, if you guys want to see more Fortnite Jamaica content, you guys can check out the other video as well. This is Triple S Thomas, the one Badatumbo, and I'll see you guys in another video. Take care.